pretty, isn't it? And it's just buzzing with butterflies and bees. Must be a good plant. No, it's not. This is purple loosestrife. Hey, I'm the Iowa Prairie Girl. I'm coming to you from Saragota County, and I am in the north part of Iowa, and I'm down here in a ditch next to some purple loosestrife. Purple loosestrife is an invasive plant. It is found now in almost 40 states in the United States and including Canada. It's aggressive and it's invasive, meaning that it's not native to the North America states. It came over in the early 1800s, probably came over with some settlers who wanted to bring some plants from home that reminded them of home, or it could have come over on the hull of the boat, or it could have come over on some animals that were in the boat. But it came over from Europe, and it's taken over, spread over all of the North America, mostly in the northeast states and the north central states. It likes wetlands, and it will just take over the natural habitat, outgrowing and beating out the native plants. And then the native plants that are needed for our wildlife here in North America are no longer available. So it basically affects the whole biodiversity of our wetlands. So this is purple loosestrife, and it's not a good plant. So you might wonder, if it's invasive in the United States, why is it not invasive in Europe? Well, in Europe, where this plant comes from, it has its normal checks and balances. There are other plants and animals there that keep it in check. So purple loosestrife grows to be about 2 to 6 feet tall. It has a light green square stem, so it reminds me of perhaps maybe it's in the mint family. It's a little bit hairy. The leaves grow opposite of each other on the stem. They are clasping, meaning that they don't have a stem themselves. They grow right off of the stem. The branch itself will branch off. It doesn't have just one stem. It'll branch off into many different stems. And then the leaves are also lanceolate shaped, meaning that they look like a lance or a spear shape, meaning that they taper, they're narrow and they taper to a point at the end. They can grow to be about 3 to 4 inches long, and they're about 3/4 of an inch wide. And of course, like most plants, they kind of get a little bit more narrow as they grow up the plant. As they grow up the plant, they might become alternate, meaning that they're no longer opposite of each other. So a lot of these things on this plant will vary. So nothing's set in stone with this plant. From the stem, you have these spikes of flowers that come off the plant. And each plant, a plant alone could have, I don't know, 50 spikes here. And some of the spikes are over a foot long. So each of the spikes have these little flowers. They're about 1/2 inch to 1 inch long or across. They obviously are purple. They kind of have a wrinkly appearance to them. Each flower usually has 6 petals, and they also have 6 stamens. And then they also have a pistil that has a green knobby stigma at the end. So you have these flowers. Usually, like I said, they have 6 petals. Some of them only have 3 petals. So again, this plant varies a lot. Each of these little purple flowers develops a seed capsule. And in that seed capsule, you have tiny little seeds that disperse either in the water or can get blown around in the wind, or they can get caught on an animal's fur, either a domesticated animal like a dog or a horse, or a wild animal like a deer. And so that's how these seeds get spread. They can drop into the water, and they can stay in that water for a long time until the conditions are right for them to germinate. So be careful with purple loosestrife. If you're around it, I'm going to go home today and I'm going to throw my clothes in the wash and rinse off my shoes. So think about it. You don't want to spread purple loosestrife around. Think about your bike tires, your truck tires, your boat hull, your dogs, your horses, anything that might spread purple loosestrife. We don't want this plant to spread any more than what it is. I understand that Iowa State University is working on ways to decrease the spread of purple loosestrife or even eradicate it. I understand they're working with beetles to see if we can introduce beetles that would decrease the spread of this plant. Purple loosestrife likes wet areas. You can find it around rivers, ponds, most wetlands areas. It's really kind of taken over. It does like wet feet. It has a very shallow, not very, but it has a shallow root system that spreads and it will form colonies. And just like any noxious weed, it can spread very easily by seed, by root. Just even a fragment of the stem or a fragment of the root, if that gets moved around, it will produce more purple loosestrife. There are native loosestrifes in North America, good water plants. Ironically enough, loosestrife means to lose strife, or, to lose mean not to hold on too tightly, and strife, a bitter or angry disagreement. So loosestrife, kind of ironic that we have purple loosestrife here that's causing so much problems here in the United States. It doesn't provide good habitat for wildlife. We really don't know that it provides anything for native birds. Obviously, the insects are enjoying it. And it clogs up the waterways, and so it's not a good plant here in the United States. So to close, loosestrife, again, is a symbol of peace and tranquility. Purple loosestrife is a symbol of resistance and tenacity. Kind of fitting for this invasive plant here in the United States. So hey, again, I'm the Iowa Prairie Girl. I'm coming to you from a ditch in Saragota County. It is August. Purple loosestrife blooms here in North Iowa end of July and through September. It blooms for about 2 months. You can try pulling it. If it shows up on your land or in one of your parks and it's just a few plants, please pull it right away. Don't leave it. Either throw it on the driveway so it dries up and dies, or bag it up and take it home and burn it. We don't want to spread any more purple loosestrife because it's destroying our wetlands. So hey, thanks for watching. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel, share my channel, and I hope that when you get out, I hope you see something wonderful. I hope you can understand now the problems that invasive plants are causing to our native habitat. Thank you.